During World War II, British intelligence created a weapon so discreet it could be fired from inside a man's sleeve. A weapon designed for one purpose only: silent killing. And then, total disappearance. World War II was not fought only on battlefields. Behind enemy lines, a quieter war was unfolding. A war of spies, resistance fighters, and assassins. In occupied Europe, intelligence agents needed weapons that were small, silent, and impossible to trace. Traditional firearms were too loud, knives were too risky. So Britain turned to something far more discreet. The weapon was developed by Britain's Special Operations Executive, known as the SOE. Its mission was simple but ruthless: to sabotage enemy operations by any means necessary. The SOE did not build weapons for soldiers. They built weapons for agents who were never meant to be caught. One of their most secret creations was known simply as the sleeve gun. At first glance, the sleeve gun did not look like a weapon at all. It was a single-shot firearm concealed inside a metal tube, strapped directly to the forearm. Hidden beneath clothing, it allowed an agent to fire a bullet at point-blank range without ever drawing a gun. The weapon was crude, compact, and extremely dangerous. Not just to the target, but to the user as well. The sleeve gun was mounted under the arm, aligned with the palm of the hand. To fire it, the agent would press their arm forward, triggering the mechanism through body movement. There was no safety, no second shot, no room for error. It was effective only at very close range, and once fired, it was useless. This was not a battlefield weapon. It was a last resort tool, designed for assassination. The recoil was brutal. The risk of injury was high, and accuracy depended entirely on the user's control. Many agents refused to carry it. Others were never trained to use it properly. Even the SOE understood its limitations. But in desperate situations, silence mattered more than safety. The sleeve gun was never mass-produced. Very few were made. Fewer still were used. After the war, most records were classified. Weapons were destroyed. Files were sealed. The existence of such devices raised uncomfortable questions about ethics, about assassination, and about how far governments were willing to go. So the sleeve gun faded into obscurity. Today, only a handful of sleeve guns survive. Most are locked away in museums or private collections. They remain a reminder of a darker side of warfare, where victory depended not on armies, but on shadows. For the men who carried such weapons, war was never loud or heroic. There were no battles to win, no flags to raise, only silence, anonymity, and decisions that would follow them for the rest of their lives. The sleeve gun was never meant to be remembered. It was designed for moments that left no witnesses, no records, and no second chances. A weapon built not for war, but for erasure. Many of these devices were destroyed when the war ended, not because they failed, but because their existence raised questions that no government wanted to answer. Questions about morality, accountability, and how far victory was allowed to go. What remains today are fragments of a hidden conflict, a war fought without recognition, buried beneath official history, where success meant disappearing without a trace. This was not an exception. It was a pattern, and this was just one of many weapons history tried to hide.